What if the right nuts could do more than just satisfy your cravings? What if they could actually lower your blood sugar, ease nerve pain, heal your kidneys, protect your heart, and even improve your insulin sensitivity naturally? In this video, we're revealing the top 3 most powerful nuts for diabetics, including one that's been called a natural antioxidant powerhouse, another that's not even a true nut but a humble legume that works like medicine in the body, and a third that's a vibrant green snack packed with compounds that protect your vision, nerves, and heart. Stay with me because by the end, you'll know exactly which nuts to choose, how much to eat, and how to enjoy them the right way for your diabetes health. And don't miss the bonus tips for diabetes about nuts at the end. They could make all the difference in your daily routine. First on list, fox nuts. Fox nuts, also known as macana, are a unique food that might look like popcorn, but offer much more than just a satisfying crunch. They come from the seeds of a water lily plant and have been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine to support kidney health, digestion, and even fertility. But what's exciting is how fox nuts can be a smart addition to a diabetic-friendly diet. With a glycemic index of around 37, fox nuts digest slowly and release glucose into the blood in a steady, controlled way. This is especially important for diabetics because it helps avoid those sudden sugar spikes that can damage blood vessels, nerves, and organs over time. A 1 ounce, 28-gram serving of plain, roasted fox nuts contains about 95 calories, 1 gram of fat, 17 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of protein, and 2 grams of fiber, which is about 7% of your daily value. This fiber plays a key role in slowing down digestion, helping you feel fuller longer, and supporting gut health. Fox nuts also provide potassium, 400 milligrams per ounce, about 8.5% of the daily value, which helps keep blood pressure in check, supports heart health, and balances fluids. An important factor since high blood pressure and kidney problems often go hand in hand with diabetes. There's also magnesium, 7% daily value, which helps the body use insulin properly, calcium, 2% daily value, for healthy bones and nerves, and iron, 2% daily value, to carry oxygen in the blood. What makes fox nuts special is how they support multiple areas of diabetic health. The fiber and low glycemic index help stabilize blood sugar, while potassium supports the kidneys and heart. Magnesium in fox nuts may improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body use insulin more effectively. The antioxidants in fox nuts, such as flavonoids, camphorol, and alkaloids, help fight free radicals, reducing inflammation that can damage the pancreas and make blood sugar control harder. In fact, one research study found that eating fox nuts regularly could lower post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 18%, which is a meaningful improvement for people with diabetes. Plus, fox nuts have been shown to help reduce sugar cravings thanks to their unique mix of plant compounds and amino acids. That's a huge bonus when trying to avoid high-sugar snacks that can lead to a blood sugar roller coaster. Let's clear up a common myth. Some people believe fox nuts are just empty carbs with no real benefits. That's simply not true. While they do contain carbohydrates, they're mostly complex carbs, which means they break down slowly, keeping blood sugar steady. Fox nuts also contain resistant starch, a special type of carb that feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping improve digestion, support immunity, and even reduce inflammation linked to diabetes. Another interesting fact: fox nuts are naturally gluten-free, grain-free, and vegan, making them a great snack for people with special dietary needs. They're also a good option for diabetics who want something crunchy but don't want the high salt, unhealthy fats, or refined carbs found in chips or crackers. And here's something even more interesting. Fox nuts can be a great nighttime snack option for diabetics. If you sometimes wake up feeling shaky or hungry at night, it could be a sign of nocturnal hypoglycemia or low blood sugar during sleep. Fox nuts provide a gentle, slow-release source of carbohydrates that can help prevent those blood sugar dips overnight, giving you a steady energy release without spiking your glucose levels. Here's a simple, delicious way to enjoy them: spicy roasted fox nuts. Take 1 cup of plain fox nuts, toss them with 1 teaspoon of olive oil, a pinch of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and a dash of black pepper. Roast them in a 300-degree Fahrenheit oven for 10 minutes until crispy. This snack is not only satisfying but also supports blood sugar balance, reduces inflammation, and provides minerals like potassium and magnesium that diabetics often need. For portion control, aim for about 1 ounce. That's roughly 2 small handfuls. While fox nuts are healthy, eating too much can add extra carbs, so it's best to stick with this serving size. One important precaution: fox nuts are technically a seed, so if you have a seed or nut allergy, introduce them slowly and watch for any digestive discomfort. Also, skip store-bought fox nuts that are coated in sugar, salt, or artificial flavors. Stick to plain, roasted, or lightly spiced versions for the best health benefits. Fox nuts might not be a common snack in the US, but they're gaining popularity, and for good reason. They offer a satisfying crunch, support multiple areas of diabetic health, and may even help with sugar cravings. Fox nuts show us how a simple snack can balance blood sugar and protect the kidneys. But did you know there's an even more familiar food that can help lower A1C, ease nerve pain, and curb cravings, all while being budget-friendly? Let's uncover the science behind next nuts. Second on list, peanuts. Peanuts are one of the most underestimated foods in the diabetes world. Many people think of them as just a bar snack or a salty treat. But the truth is, peanuts are a nutritional powerhouse that can support blood sugar control, protect against diabetic complications, and even reduce cravings for unhealthy snacks. Let's dive into the science of why this humble legume deserves a spot in every diabetic's diet. First, let's talk about the glycemic index. Peanuts have an exceptionally low glycemic index of 14, meaning they cause almost no spike in blood sugar levels after eating. Compare that to white bread, around 70, or even a baked potato, around 85, and you'll see why peanuts are such a smart choice. The reason is simple. Peanuts are packed with healthy fats, fiber, and protein, all of which slow down digestion and help release glucose into the bloodstream at a steady pace. A 1 ounce, 28-gram serving of dry roasted unsalted peanuts gives you about 166 calories, 14 grams of fat, mostly heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, 4.5 grams of carbs, 2.4 grams of fiber, 9% of your daily value, and 7 grams of protein. Peanuts also provide 210 milligrams of potassium, 4.5% daily value. To help control blood pressure, 50 milligrams of magnesium, 12% daily value. To support insulin function, 18 milligrams of calcium, 1.4% daily value, for strong bones, and 1 milligram of iron, 5.5% daily value, to help carry oxygen in your blood. But what really makes peanuts a superfood for diabetics is their impact on diabetic complications. Peanuts are rich in resveratrol, a natural compound that helps reduce inflammation, support healthy blood vessels, and protect against damage to the heart, kidneys, and nerves. For example, diabetic neuropathy, nerve damage caused by long-term high blood sugar, can lead to tingling, pain, or numbness in the hands and feet. Resveratrol and other antioxidants in peanuts help reduce oxidative stress that damages nerve cells. They also improve blood flow by supporting nitric oxide production, which keeps blood vessels relaxed and reduces the risk of neuropathy and poor circulation. Peanuts also play a role in heart health, which is crucial because diabetes significantly increases the risk of heart disease. The monounsaturated fats in peanuts help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, good cholesterol, creating a better lipid balance that protects against atherosclerosis, the buildup of plaque in arteries. In fact, one research study found that eating peanuts regularly could lower LDL cholesterol by up to 12% and reduce the risk of heart disease by 20%. An impressive benefit for such an affordable food. Here's a fun fact that surprises many people. Did you know peanuts aren't actually nuts? They're technically legumes like beans and lentils, but nutritionally they behave more like tree nuts in the body, offering similar heart and blood sugar benefits. Let's not forget the insulin connection. The magnesium in peanuts helps your body's cells respond better to insulin, reducing insulin resistance and helping your body regulate blood sugar more effectively. And the fiber and protein in peanuts help you feel fuller for longer, reducing the risk of post-meal blood sugar spikes. One study even found that adding peanuts to meals could reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 18%, a powerful impact for such a simple food. Peanuts also help control hunger by regulating hormones like ghrelin and leptin, which signal fullness to your brain. This makes peanuts a great tool for weight management, an important part of diabetes care. Now let's tackle a common myth. Some people think peanuts are fattening and should be avoided if you have diabetes. That's not true. When eaten in moderate portions, peanuts can actually help with weight control by reducing cravings and providing long-lasting satiety. It's the processed peanut products, like honey-roasted peanuts or sugary peanut butter, that can be a problem. Plain, dry-roasted peanuts are the way to go. Here's a simple, diabetes-friendly recipe idea. Peanut butter energy bites. In a bowl, mix 1/2 cup of natural, unsweetened peanut butter, 1 cup of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, and a drizzle of stevia or a touch of honey. Roll into small balls and refrigerate. Each bite gives you a balanced mix of healthy fats, fiber, and protein to stabilize blood sugar and keep you feeling satisfied. For portion control, stick to about 1 ounce of peanuts per serving. That's roughly 28 peanuts or a small handful. This amount provides the right balance of nutrients without adding too many calories or carbs. Now here's a powerful nutrient synergy tip. To get the most out of peanuts, pair them with a vitamin C-rich food like orange slices or red bell pepper sticks. Vitamin C helps your body absorb the non-heme iron in peanuts more effectively, which supports oxygen transport in your blood and boosts energy levels. It's a simple pairing that can make a big difference, especially for people with diabetes who may be at risk of anemia. A few precautions to keep in mind. If you have a peanut allergy, it's essential to avoid peanuts entirely and choose alternatives like almonds or pumpkin seeds. Also, be cautious with store-bought peanut snacks. Skip honey-roasted or flavored peanuts with added sugars, salt, or oils. If you're using peanut butter, make sure it's natural, unsweetened, and free of hydrogenated oils. Check the label to avoid hidden sugars and trans fats. Before we move on, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Now let's dive into the next nut, pistachios. Third on list, pistachios. Pistachios are more than just a colorful, crunchy snack. They're a green powerhouse packed with nutrients that support blood sugar balance, protect against diabetic complications, and even improve insulin sensitivity. For people managing diabetes, pistachios offer a unique blend of healthy fats, plant protein, fiber, and powerful antioxidants that work together to stabilize glucose levels and protect the body from the long-term damage caused by high blood sugar. Let's start with the glycemic index. Pistachios have a glycemic index of 15, which is exceptionally low, meaning they cause a very slow and steady rise in blood sugar after eating. That's lower than most fruits, grains, and even many other nuts, making pistachios a smart choice for diabetics. A 1 ounce, 28-gram, serving of dry roasted unsalted pistachios gives you about 159 calories, 13 grams of fat, mostly heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, 8 grams of carbs, 2.9 grams of fiber, 10% of your daily value, and 6 grams of protein. They're also a natural source of potassium, 290 milligrams per ounce, 6% of daily value, magnesium, 30 milligrams per ounce, 7% of daily value, phosphorus, 135 milligrams per ounce, 7% of daily value, 11% of daily value, and vitamin B6, 0.5 milligrams per ounce, 30% of daily value. A rare nutrient in nuts that supports brain and nerve health. Pistachios even provide small amounts of iron, 6% daily value, and zinc, 6% daily value, helping support immunity and wound healing. But pistachios go beyond basic nutrition. They offer specific benefits for diabetics. The fiber, protein, and healthy fats work together to slow digestion, preventing sharp spikes in blood sugar after meals. The magnesium in pistachios helps your body use insulin more effectively, while potassium helps regulate blood pressure and protect the kidneys. Two areas that diabetics need to watch closely. In fact, one research study found that eating pistachios daily could reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 10%, lower LDL, bad cholesterol, by 15%, and decrease triglyceride levels by 9%. A triple benefit that protects your heart, blood vessels, and metabolic health. Pistachios are also rich in antioxidants like lutein, zeaxanthin, and gamma-tocopherol, a form of vitamin E, which help protect the eyes, nerves, and skin from oxidative stress, an issue that can speed up complications like neuropathy, nerve damage, and retinopathy, eye damage. The high levels of arginine in pistachios boost nitric oxide production, improving blood flow and supporting circulation, which is especially helpful for diabetics dealing with nerve pain, tingling, or poor wound healing. Let's bust a common myth. Some people think pistachios are too high in fat for diabetics. That's simply not true. While pistachios do contain fat, most of it is the good kind, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that help improve cholesterol levels, reduce inflammation, and support heart health. In fact, pistachios are one of the few nuts that have been shown to lower triglycerides, which are a type of fat in the blood linked to insulin resistance and heart disease. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that pistachios are one of the only nuts that naturally contain carotenoids, the same compounds that give carrots and leafy greens their bright colors? These carotenoids, like lutein and zeaxanthin, help protect the eyes from diabetic damage and may lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Here's a delicious, diabetes-friendly recipe idea. Lemon herb pistachio crusted chicken. Take 1/4 cup of crushed pistachios, mix with 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and a pinch of salt. Coat skinless chicken breast with olive oil, press into the pistachio mixture, and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. This dish is high in protein, heart-healthy fats, and fiber, making it a perfect blood sugar stabilizing meal. For portion control, aim for about 1 ounce of pistachios per serving. That's roughly 49 pistachio kernels. This amount provides all the benefits without overdoing the calories or carbs. Here's a simple nutrient synergy tip. Pair pistachios with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers or strawberries to boost the absorption of the iron in pistachios, supporting oxygen transport and energy levels, which are often affected in diabetes. A quick precaution: always choose unsalted, dry-roasted pistachios. Salted or flavored varieties can add excess sodium or sugar, which is not ideal for diabetics. And if you have a tree nut allergy, consult your doctor before adding pistachios to your diet. Bonus tips for diabetes about nuts. First, portion control is key when it comes to nuts. While they're packed with nutrients and healthy fats, they're also calorie-dense. For most people with diabetes, the sweet spot is about 1 ounce per serving. That's roughly 28 peanuts, 49 pistachios, or 2 small handfuls of foxnuts. Eating more than that can sneak in extra calories and carbs that might spike your blood sugar over time. Remember, it's not about avoiding nuts. It's about enjoying them in the right amounts for your body. Second, let's talk about the best buying guide for nuts. When shopping for nuts, always check the ingredient label first. The best choice is plain, dry roasted, or raw nuts with no added oils, salt, sugar, or preservatives. Look for non-GMO and organic options when possible, especially for peanuts, to avoid pesticide residues. If you're buying peanut butter, choose a brand that lists only peanuts and maybe a pinch of salt in the ingredients. No hydrogenated oils, no sugar, and no additives. For pistachios, go for the in-shell variety. They're fresher, less processed, and the act of shelling slows you down, helping with portion control. And when buying fox nuts, choose plain, unflavored, and uncoated varieties, avoiding any added sugars, oils, or artificial flavors. Third, pairing nuts with fiber-rich foods like apples, carrots, or cucumber sticks can make your snack even more blood sugar friendly. For example, try a spoonful of peanut butter on celery or a handful of pistachios with cucumber slices for a satisfying, balanced mini meal that helps slow down digestion and keeps your blood sugar steady. Fourth, consider testing your blood sugar before and 2 hours after eating nuts. Everyone's body is different, and this simple check can help you understand how specific nuts affect your blood sugar levels, whether it's fox nuts, peanuts, or pistachios. Fifth, always choose raw or dry roasted nuts without added salt or sugar. Flavored nuts like honey roasted, BBQ, or salted varieties may seem tasty, but they often contain hidden sugars, oils, and sodium that can raise both blood sugar and blood pressure. Sticking with plain, natural options ensures you get all the benefits without the unwanted extras. Sixth, remember to store your nuts properly. Nuts contain healthy oils that can go rancid if exposed to heat, light, or air for too long. Keep them in a cool, dark place or store them in the fridge to maintain freshness and protect those valuable nutrients. Finally, make nuts a regular part of your routine. Research shows that eating nuts at least 4 times a week can lower fasting blood sugar by up to 10%, improve insulin sensitivity by 13%, and reduce the risk of heart disease by 20%. Powerful numbers that can make a big difference in your diabetes journey. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more easy-to-understand, science-based content designed to help you manage your diabetes naturally. And tell me in the comments, which of these nuts do you enjoy the most, and how do you like to eat them? Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.